Hey, GetFox here. I wanted to react to the top 10 legacy improvements in Madden 19 from 18. Put out by Lights here on the Game Changers. Did a good video. He did a bunch of slides, so let's go through the slides and break them down. A lot of them are pretty straightforward, but there are some that I want to make comments on and my thoughts and possible issues and potential problems going forward. So, real player motion. A lot of people say it looks kind of clunky, feels a little clunky in the game here at EA Play that they've played. Now, that could be from one or two different reasons. The first one being we're all used to MUT right now, where everybody's got mid to high 90s speed on them. So you're really going back to regular rosters where guys kind of more in the mid 80s sometimes. But you saw during the trailer that Mr. Barkley had really high knees when he's running, and that kind of looked funky. So we'll see what real player motion is going into next year with both ball carrier movements. They said the Light said it's going to affect all these guys with blitzing and linebackers and stuff, and we'll see what the motion capture is of the new guys and if their new animations are glitchy, and if some guys have more glitchy animations than others. All right, moving forward from the real player to top legacy fix. All right, number one. Addressing the air truck bug, good. Get it out of the game. That was kind of annoying. It was probably an issue all year. Number two, now users getting faked out in the run game. This is kind of interesting. Now, it's easy to say users won't get faked out in the run game. They did put in a new system, the one-cut system to fake out users. So, and we'll see if they keep the left trigger, right trigger spin, the skill moves that have more directional take on them to beat users, but no longer will you be sucked into an animation unless you're using like a bronze card or something, because a 25-point difference, you really got to be using a very highly budget squad in order to get a 28-25 point differential between the skill move and your user's pursuit. So that is what pursuit's going to be used on for users this year, and if not, then hold strafe, and also if you click on hold strafe, something that they said this year, if you hold strafe, you won't get faked out. Remember when they promised us before that patch to spin move and juking, and that patch is like, oh, just hold strafe and you'll be able to stop it. That didn't do it. So don't always believe what EA tells you, but they say again this year that holding strafe while tackling is the move to stop them. So let's move up to the next one. All right, things you must know. Yeah. All right. Just because you don't get faked out doesn't mean low play will make the tackle. All right, so tackle breaks will happen. So make sure you get to secure tackler on your card if that's possible. Strafe for defender standing still. Real player motion. So that's interesting. Real player motion. RPM reminds me of RPOs, run pass options. Those aren't in the game this year either. Just a little tidbit I wanted to throw into this one. Momentum's going to make a big deal next year. We'll see how much of a deal versus like stats and attributes. I talked about that in my gameplay breakdown video, like how much do you balance between how tall and how heavy a ball carrier is versus the opposite height and weight on the other side. And then, that momentum versus stats, like the trucking versus the tackling stat versus hit power and stuff. But you must be moving towards the ball carrier and defense when tackling to prevent them from falling forward. Interesting. Like, does moving forward, can I strafe into a hit stick? Is that moving forward? Strafing into a hit stick's probably it was a decent strategy in order to lay some hit sticks, get you strafe up so that way you won't get faked out as much and you still lay down the hit stick. All right, so that's just some things about the seed checking going forward. And like I said, he didn't play on the EA Play build, so he played it a couple months back, so it's been changed a little bit. Pass rush aggressive. These are all definitely needed. Pass rush balance. No longer will you go off sides on pass rush balance. This is on competitive mode. On sim mode, I think you can still go off sides. Good. There's a huge change. That pissed me off more than anything. When they patched this into this game and they made you go off sides on balance pass rush, I swear to God, I could have punched, multiple holes through my walls and almost did. But, Fox's hands, they are precious and we don't need anything broken inside of them because then we can't really play the Madden much. So, pass rush aggressive, worse against the run. Awesome, something we want. I think we want the pass rush aggressive to be terrible against the run, but good against the pass. That's why it's more situational, but you can still be drawn off sides with a fake snap. We'll see how glitchy it is, and if we decide to move it, decide to set it on and not. And the free plays, kind of cool too. That's very NFL on them. All right, number 3. Conservative ball carrier, increasing carrying players with low carry can still fumble by hit stick or strip. So, can't they just make it like guaranteed? If you're going to lose all special moves, just make it so you cannot fumble. Like they said we're going to lose and lose top end moves. So this is all special moves. So you'll only be able to go in a straight line. Maybe this will be similar to holding the ball with like right bumper. You can't really do any moves when you're holding right bumper. So maybe that's the same thing with conservative ball carriers. It's just permanent right bumper press. That's not bad. I just hate that you could still carry the ball. you can still get fumbled even with low carry on conservative. I don't know. Maybe it's fine, but it seems more like that seems more like a sim feature to me than a competitive feature. Changes to coaching adjustments because it's not very set in stone standard. All right, aggressive tackling, higher break tackle chance. AI defenders will get more likely to get faked out. Now, higher break tackle chance. I think this is an 18. AI defenders more likely to get faked out because I feel like when I'm on aggressive tackling, even when I get secure tacklers, I feel like our tackles they're able to like spin us out a lot easier. But they say it's definitely there in 19 according to this slideshow. And you know how much we all trust slideshows. Everywhere slideshows carry our life. But aggressive tackling, higher break tackle chance. Get your secure tacklers out there with aggressive tackling and just have a good old time. Conservative tackling, less likely to get faked out. I'm guessing conservative tackling you also get pushed back a little bit. That'd be kind of neat. Less likely to get faked out. So if spins and if you get killed with spins and jukes, go on conservative tackling and you won't have much of an issue with it anymore. Well, maybe you will. It depends on how it's balanced. Like all this is good in theory, but it all depends on how Madden is balanced, right? Like they could say one thing, but if it's like balanced terribly, then like it's the same thing as we know with like strength in formulas. Yeah, it's in there, but it's only like 5% there, so it's like almost not worth it to look at it still. Anyway, legacy fix number 4. Catching improvements in new mid-air collision system. This one I heard is going to be a big pain in the ass. The people that I've been seeing at EA Play commenting on this, they say this is an improvement. This is going back to like pre-Madden 16 style face catching. If you have a lot of control over your player down the field, you just stop them, face catch, and then get 20 yards. It was super simple way to move the ball in 15. But then they put in 16 with the aggressive catch, 17, 18. That was countered. But having this much control over your wide receiver, it does allow for some exploits that the defense can't react to it. But we will this is something. If they make it so the defense can react to it perfectly wherever you move your guy, great. Less forced two-man animations. This is something I don't like at all. So the worst part about Madden, the defense right now, is when they throw a ball deep and your guy doesn't animate. If you don't get an animation on defense and they're just able to jump over you and catch it, that feels super bad. That's not a good game system at all. So the less forced two-man animations, it sounds good on paper because everybody hates animations in the game. They want to be, they want player agency. It's something that I want. They want less animations in general, but you need these two-man animations down the field to get those swats to be able to properly defend it. Because if the offense's goal is to stop you from getting an animation on defense, if they make it too easy to succeed in doing that and getting rid of your animations on defense, that creates a terrible game, one that people will hate to play, and I think just a bad job of developing your game. That's my whole point about this, but we'll see how it plays out with the new mid-air collision system. Maybe they fix the animations down there, and maybe I'm complaining for nothing, but I don't know. Mid-air helps defenders defend high aggressive catches. We'll see. We'll see. All right, move on to the next slide. Legacy fix 5. More access to plays on various downs and distances for the AI play calling. For you solo players, this is good. Thing with like screens and draws and 4 verts are still good plays, but we'll see if the quarterback can get the ball out quick. AI playing against the AI, I'll judge it when I see it. Because they generally take like popular community plays and make their AI call it, I think. Change to the 91 zone defense. This is my biggest issue of this whole video. So defenders will not break on the ball when their back is turned. That's amazing. This is something huge. I remember TD made a video complaining about this. I thought it was a very good video. Something that we've complained about all year. Like if you run a cover 3 right now, and your opponent runs a spider wide 2, I can't even think of the name, a sail route. If they run a clear out, a corner route, and a flat route, so they got levels concept on the outside there. Not levels, but like a sail. If they have those 3 spots taken, and you have 2 defenders, one guy in a deep zone, the deep zone will run with the streak, and as soon as you throw the corner, he's going to break, even though his back's turned, and your corner will be knocked down by the cover 3 defender. So like the counter to cover 3 with the clear out route doesn't work in Madden 18. So I'm glad that they got rid of that. The fact that you can scheme offenses open is huge with corner routes. But here's my biggest issue here. 99 zone is the new 91 zone. Cool, I like that. I think that's a good chance, or a good change. The higher the zone, the more chance you break on the ball immediately. Chance. Defenders of zones in the 80s now have a chance to break on the ball like an 99 zone, but less likely. How do they think this was the solution? Why do they think bringing more RNG into the pass game is the solution? Just make it incrementally faster. So 80 breaks, I don't know, a frame or less quicker than 81, and so on and so forth. So for each, maybe not even frames, it's got to be even less than that, because a frame is, well, I guess if you get 60 frames per second, is that enough for one? I don't know. I had to do the math on that. I'm just thinking about it. But like literally, this is like 5 seconds of thinking. I can think of a better solution than this. A chance. She's gonna tell me I'm gonna come up with a scheme in the lab, and I'm like, oh shit, this works a lot, and against guys with this zone coverage at 90. But then like in the game, a guy's gonna have an 80 zone, and he's potentially gonna be outplaying guys 90 zone. Sure, the chances that happens are lower, but it's a chance there. And then my scheme that I just thought up in the lab, it's not working. It's only working online 1 out of every 2 times. It's just terrible. Terrible. How are you going to have 80 zone guys breaking like 99? What the hell is this? Even if it's 30, 40% chance, terrible. What? I don't know how you put this into a competitive game. Like, if this was, arcade, sim, maybe even sim and arcade, why make it chance-based? Make the players play to their ratings. How hard is that? What? Why? This is... I'm probably going to hit this a lot, but this is a terrible change. Horrible. This is worse than the thresholds last year. At least with that, we knew what was going to happen. We knew how to move the ball. Now it's just going to be a random chance that it's going to get picked based on that throw. Like, I'll throw it 8 times, and it'll work. The 9th, it'll get picked. Is that good gameplay? Is that fun? Randomness? And that kind of action? I don't know. There's good randomness and bad randomness, and I think that's bad randomness. Fuck that chance. Alright. That's terrible. That's the worst. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Improvement to the mid-read plus fixing zone specific adjustments. Mid-read gets more depth. Good. Like a cover 2, basically everybody had to put a deep blue in that cover 2 to do the job that the mid-read's supposed to do. It's good. This should have been done last year, but I'm glad to see that the zone's changing. The seam is much better. Good. That they're updating zones that need to be played. Now plays fastest vertical threat attack in the middle. Good. I think vert hooks do the same thing. Let's see. Where is that? Zone-specific adjustments, position-by-position adjustments regardless of where they are in the field. Middle linebackers and safeties will always have the same hot route adjustments regarding the formation. Good. No more putting seam flats by mistake. Yeah, so... But we'll see how much we need that deep blue out of the middle linebacker if the mid-read plays like a deep blue, plays like it's supposed to. And here's the thing with the mid-read. If the mid-read reads the vertical too late, it's going to be worthless, right? Because if it reads it by the time the guy's going vertical, and you got John Ross there in the vertical, and he reads it a little bit later than like a deep blue would, it's almost like not putting anything there at all, because there's no way a middle linebacker's catching John Ross on that straight vertical. So that's some of the things that we'll have to see going forward. Number 8, there's new defensive formations. Great. Defense has gotten so goddamn basic. I want my dime flat back. I want all the nickel... psycho packages. We're getting 4-2-5 big nickel over G. Good, love it. It's in every defensive playbook. I think that's to help against the pass and the run. Kind of be like more of a 4-3 type thing. The offensive books were not yet fully installed in the game when I was there. Anthony White. Each player will be slightly different than 18. Cool. Rams book now is gun tight and double. So Rams has gone Madden meta by going to more compression sets. That's probably why they improved so much. The Rams Rams went completely meta in 18, and that's why they're such a good team. That's what I'm telling you. Just go meta, guys. Learn from the YouTube studs. All right, improvement to match coverage is legacy fix number 9. So Clint said man got nerfed, but zones have been improved. Now, anybody who's run man in 19, up to this point, it was kind of shaky, but right now, man's actually not bad with the corners we have, with the speed and man coverage on them. If they nerfed it, will this match coverage matter? Because for those who don't know, match coverage converts to man coverage. So if man coverage sucks, match coverage is going to suck. unless there's something different between matching and man. If the coding changes slightly differently and match is actually locked down, but man sucks. Like there's plenty of ways these can differ. But if they nerfed man, match is nerfed, all these new cool match systems that they put in the game, they'll suck anyways. Like they'll just be open no matter what you do, no matter what you put. If they're matching into man, good luck. But I think it'll be fun to try out cover 4 palms and all the new coverages and stuff they put in the game. This, I think, is going to help real football guys know what to run against certain plays. And I think any play can be in the game as long as it's stoppable, as long as you can adjust to it. So the fact that we're getting more weapons on defense to stop offenses, I love it. Love it. More principles. Clint deserves a big shout out for that one. Good work putting in more principles, but we'll see how it actually ends up happening in the meta. Corner routes get matched by outside quarter, deep, blue versus bunch. Awesome. Fucking bunch. Hopefully bunch gets a dildos up its ass this year. Protect the sticks got fixed. Nice. 3rd and 25. The short zones will play the first down marker. So run streaks and then like a 20-yard in route, then run for the last 5. You might get tackled. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Protect the sticks on short downs also works. Awesome. Stop him from going to the drags. Cover the corners. Huh. We'll negate the rules of zones and we'll turn the play to drop coverage. Awesome. Hard flats. Well, if you go cloud flats and then short downs like 32 to protect the sticks, I don't know. I guess if you go hard flats, cloud flats to cover those corner and flats, you probably don't even need to protect the sticks on short downs then. All right, moving forward, that is Legacy Fix number 10. That is the end of the video. Let me know what you guys think. Sorry for making this go so long. Thanks for watching Call to Action. I'll see you tomorrow.